Welcome into TYT Sports. That is Jayar Jackson. I am Rick Strom. This is Ray Allen. He's coming out with this book, all right? Thanks to Google Play, by the way, for telling me that I can get the audio book narrated by J.D. Jackson for $14.95. I don't think I'd ever.
Does not start with a D though, but
what?
Maybe it's me narrating it anyway. J.D. Jackson.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know, you gotta make some money on the side somehow.
Oh my God. So, would you ever pay $15 for an audiobook? The answer is no. However, in one passage, Ray Allen writes that the Celtics wanted to trade Rondo to the Hornets several years ago for Chris Paul, but that then Celtic coach Doc Rivers, not a doctor, didn't want the prickly Rondo to play for his close friend, Monty Williams. And another, Allen writes that Rondo once told Allen, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, that he carried them to the 2008 NBA Finals in what was his second NBA season. He just wants attention, Rondo said of Allen. I need actually some sales from the book. Only publicity it's been getting is from my name. I need some percentage or something. That man is hurting. I don't know if it's financially. I don't know if it's mentally. He wants to stay relevant. If you need a good quote, just go to this man. I am who I am. I don't try to be something I'm not. Can't say the same for him. Looking for attention. I'm a better human being than that.
Nice.
He's just tripping over himself. I take accountability for my actions. Certain stuff happens. I mean, man up. But he has a whole other agenda. Moving on. He's been retired for whatever years, and now he comes out with a book. People do that in that situation. They need money. He should have hit me up and asked me for a loan. No hard feelings. Of course not. I just want to talk to a man to man. Look, I mean, he's tripping over himself left and right. The problem is maybe he feels some type of way because the reunion trip thing came out, which is true. All I did was ask the rest of the guys, I'm the point guard, so I'm gonna organize it. I asked the rest of my guys, what y'all wanna do? And they said, no. What am I supposed to do? But you know, I'll be the fall guy. But damn, now you're in the book talking about this and that. And for me as a teammate, I probably supported Ray more than anybody. All this stuff that he going on in Boston, I wasn't mad that he went to Miami. If everybody in the league came out and wrote a book about what happens in the locker room, and then we'll just leave it at that. I cannot think of another time where you made a great point and then backtracked yourself with your own words.
Wait, was it a backtrack, or is it you got tired of him continuing?
What could have happened is when he went the mile, what he should have said is, all right, I got my mile in and that's it. You didn't have to then try to outdo yourself with a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh,
No,
eighth.
I thought you meant what he said now he countered his own points by continuing on.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But sometimes people gotta know when to STFU.
I see, yeah, no.
In order for them to just make their point.
I get that, but you know what, again, he's a professional athlete. There's a lot of talking that happens in particular sports. One of these, I think basketball is one of the primary ones. It's just what he does. He's just talking. And you know, especially for a guy who wrote a book. I don't know how many pages this book is, but you've got pages of material. And he's like, I don't know how to respond to this, but I'm gonna go as long as I can right now. So I hear what you're saying, but
you disagree.
I don't fault Rondo for it.
Not at all.
No, keep going. I wish I'd have seen 2 more lines, and 2 more graphics worth of quotes about how he's retired for so many years. He's probably mad about things
What actually happened?
Things kept coming to him. He goes, I guess he's mad about the reunion thing. I wasn't even mad at him.
But you were nodding your head at that.
I was his best friend in Boston.
Right.
Everyone else hated this guy.
Right.
Like, oh, it's great. It's great.
But you were nodding your head when I was reading the passage.
In agreement with what Rondo was saying?
About the reunion trip.
Yeah, I think that's what part of what it was. I mean, but that's human nature. By the way, I love Ray Allen as a basketball player. I don't know him as a person. He seems quiet, reserved to himself. That's probably why he was so good and could play at the high level for so long. Didn't look like he aged a day. So.
Well, he eats right. He tried to get his body back in shape in order to make a return. He didn't, obviously. But yeah, he takes care of himself.
But sometimes that type of personality turns people off. People said personalities like Kobe's and Jordan's turn people off because they were just very cerebral into themselves. And if somebody else wasn't as great as they were, they lashed out at them, what I've heard.
Yeah.
But Ray Allen maybe is the type that shunned people. There's sometimes the shy person, I'm not saying he was this, but sometimes the shy, reserved person comes off as angry and elitist to other people sometimes. They're like looking down at them like,
right. When maybe
these
that's
humans.
just their personality.
Yeah. So I think like he clashed with people personality wise. And writing a book, That's tough, man. That's not the realm of a basketball player a lot of times. Rondo pointed out, anybody who writes a book, they need some money.
Right.
Should have come to me for a loan.
Right.
It was just too good.
Well, he's just crap talking Ray Allen at that point. Now, the reunion thing was an eye-opener. You know what else was? Ray Allen not going to Paul Pierce's jersey retirement, instead posting a golf picture on Instagram, being like, oh, hitting the back nine. Hit him straight. Yeah, you know, unlike Rajon Rondo going to New Orleans because he's slicing it.
Oh, yeah, no, there was a lot of stuff. Yeah, Ray talking about he was going to get traded, but then Doc didn't want to put his friend through having to put up with this guy. Oh.
I don't know about that. Here's what I do know. There has to be more that meets the eye than the Boston Celtics being petty about Ray Allen chasing another ring. Isn't that the name of the game if we take it as at face value? That he wanted to go play with LeBron. He hit one of the biggest shots in finals history, not the biggest, but the corner three, bottom right corner against the San Antonio Spurs, game 6. Yep. Huge shot. And you know what? He did it because he wanted to be a veteran who added another ring into his case. And I'm cool with it. Because veterans are allowed to do that.
We said this before. I don't think that's the prototypical case of a ring chaser. Ring chasers aren't contributing enough. Ring chasers win a championship, and if they weren't there, that team still would have won. I think Ray Allen was an intricate part of winning that championship.
No, I think we have different definitions then. Like what you're thinking of is Juwan Howard on that Miami Heat team.
That's a ring chaser.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think you can't even call Kevin Durant a ring chaser. The way he joined the best team, but he's a very intricate part of that team. They still maybe would have kept winning without him.
Yeah, I understand.
He was a big part of it. So.
All right, so now what we're doing is separating this into 3 tiers. It's the starter, like Kevin Durant is the example, right? Who's going to a good team, already knows they're a good team, and he's a great player, a top 3 player. That's LeBron going to Miami. The second tier.
Miami wasn't winning championships before he got there.
The second tier was who do we just say? Ray Allen going to Miami, and then the third tier is like a bench warmer. So you know what we learned? Ring chasers come in all shapes and sizes, my friends. They come in tall, they come in small, they come in large, they come in skinny. They come as role players, they come as contributors, they come as starters, they come as bench warmers. They all fall under that category, but I think it's okay to put them into 3 different tiers.
I hear you. Okay, we can agree. That's a nice happy medium, Rick Strom.
Thank you very much.
Very political.
So Ray Allen, what are you gonna do?
Are you gonna buy the audio version of this book?
Are you narrating? Because if so, then maybe. How would you read it? How would you even read a book? You've done radio work before.
I voiced for a doc, and it was fun, but it's a lot of direction with how you have to say certain things, and I got tired of it.